Alright y'all, so now we're back for part 2 of this tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going over the hook. So the only thing I actually changed for the hook, I added 2 notes right here at the end. So I kept the same note, made it a little longer, and added a F and a D sharp over it. So let's take a listen to that real quick. Okay, so let's go ahead and start laying our hook out. So hook is going to be 2 of these. Okay, so we'll copy and paste that over. And for pattern 1, we'll go ahead and copy it and take it down to pattern 5, paste it. And what I want to do is I want to take this hit and add a couple notes right here at the end just to kind of make it a little different than the first part. So we'll do something like maybe this, maybe a couple F's. So maybe something like this. And let's go ahead and cut itself and take a listen to that. Turn that down a little bit. Okay, so that's cool. So we'll put that in there. And so we'll have to remove pattern 1 obviously. And this is, so we'll keep this the same. Okay, let's go ahead and copy and paste this over. As you saw, I just added a compressor to the 808, make it stand out a little bit with the blower setting on it that we always use. And then I just shortened it up a little bit with the out feature. So let's go ahead and copy this and take it down to pattern 7. Make it a little longer. And what we'll do is we'll have it kind of echo what the hit was doing. So maybe something like, leave the second part open just for the, we'll add a little snare fill. So let's go ahead and leave that open, leave the 808 out of it. And let's go ahead and make sure this cuts itself. So go to your instrument properties, attack to the left, hold to the right, and everything else to the left. So we'll have changed the kick obviously as well. Okay, so that's cool. So we'll go ahead and add that. And I went down to pattern 7. I should have been at 6. So if you just hit Alt and the up arrow on your keyboard, you can just move that pattern up. And I usually try to do that just so it kind of helps me organize stuff a little better. So let's take a listen to what we have so far. Okay, so I messed up right there. I should have took out pattern 3. Those are the drums. So let's take a listen to the second part one more time. Okay, so that's cool. And now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and bring in our crash sound just for the second part. So we'll just use the crash 1. Put that in there. Take that down to pattern 7. And on the second part, I want that to play just to make it a little bit different from the first part. So just a basic fill each 4 steps. Make sure it's normalized, it's pretty low. Turn it up a little bit, maybe pan it to the right a little bit. Let's take a listen to that. Okay, let's go ahead and add our trap crash in here as well. And we'll use the amp on that, go down pattern 8. And we just want to put that at the beginning of each part of the hook. Let's go ahead and go down to our main automation track and add our thick trap snare. And I just want to do like a little pattern in here. So let me actually take a listen to the second part and kind of figure out what I want to do. And we'll do maybe something like this. Let's go ahead and send that to the piano roll. Shorten that up. Maybe make these half step. Maybe do this like that. Let's take a listen to that. And I actually kind of liked what I had at first. I want to try something a little different, but I think that one actually fit the best out of them. So let's go ahead and do that again. Set the velocities a little bit. Okay, so that's cool. Let's zoom in there a little bit. And let's go ahead and discard the lengths. Just set them all to none just so I can see that a little better. Something like this. I like the first part, but I'm not sure how I feel about this part right here. Let's go ahead and maybe take this up. Do something like this instead. Let's actually bring it down just one note. It's a little high. Let's take a listen to this. Yeah, let's do it like that instead. Just line them up 1/6 beat like that. And maybe play with the velocities a little bit. Let's take a listen to that. Yeah, so I like that. So the only other thing I want to add in here is a sound effect type sound right here at the end, just kind of transition. So we'll be using in our sound effects section the Bubble Fall 2. That'll fit cool in here. So make sure this is set on cell. Let's go ahead and drag it in here. Maybe just right here towards the end like this. Nothing too crazy. And maybe let's do automate panning. Kind of pan it like that. And let's go ahead and go to our audio clips and turn that up a little bit. And then let's go ahead and play that. Okay, so that's pretty much covers the hook part of it. As you see, I changed it up a little bit. I'm not always going to change it up in the second part, but I thought it would fit in here since it's a club beat. I want to pick up the pace a little in the second part and give them like maybe a chant type thing. And one thing that's cool to when you're trying to lay out a beat is think of a song that kind of fits the beat you made. Look up the lyrics and kind of rap it along to it and see. It'll help you kind of see where you should maybe drop some stuff out where it's still interesting, where different things could work. So it's a good way to get used to stuff and really practice that. So now let's move on to the second chapter and actually start on the verse.